And another one bites the dust. It's tough to play Magnus Carlsen. Up by 4 games. You win this game, you bring it back to 3. You have chances in the Chess 960 portion, which will come up in about 10 minutes here, everybody.
That is the only venue that I can see Hikaru winning in, and let's just talk about that. He can win. He has 2 960 games left. It's a 4-game spread. So if he can stay competitive in the bullet, which he's not right now,
right,
and then handle himself well in the blitz, he needs to do a little bit better. But if he wins a little bit in the bullet, wins the 960, then he still has a road technically to maybe.
Well, we talked about your predictions. We talked about expert picks, but the one that's proving ominous is actually the one by Carlsen's countryman Hammer, who literally predicted just this: that Magnus would kind of win the match going away, but Hikaru would win the mini match that is the Chess 960 affair. So. Hammer kind of predicting and maybe hitting the nail on the head. We'll see if that remains to be the case.
But Magnus has played more speed chess this year than any other year of his career, as far as I can tell, in different tournaments all over the world and online.
Well, and Rapid and Blitz continues to increase in popularity, and part of the Grand Chess Tour. Obviously, we have the Speed Chess Championship here online. So there's, I mean... This is a setting that these guys are super comfortable in. E4 falls, and with it, a pawn is a pawn.
A pawn is a pawn.
That sounds like something out of Yaz's playbook, Yasser Serawon.
Yep.
Okay, well, and it is a pawn.
Rook B1, he's probably going to play... You know what I would do? I'd play Rook B1 here, and after Bishop G7, I might play C5 and play it for Knight D6 and even give up an exchange. Rook B1, C5, and put a knight on D6. Something I need to do something, but maybe just Rook B1. Okay, Knight D6 first. He found I like this decision. Yeah. So
what's going on here? We've got if Bishop takes A1, you're taking on E8.
Yep.
And
your queen and
knight,
bishop are both
takes bishop, and you're just simplifying out and going up a pawn.
Yeah, that would not be... Black's compensation was in the 2 bishops.
Yeah.
So this way he's playing against that.
Okay. Efficient and precise, Knight D6 is. No
matter what,
options,
Knight takes C8.
Even if you move the rook, I mean, white is still in a position where you can already take on C8, because here Knight takes C8.
Knight takes C8, followed by Rook B1, and maybe you can rush B5 pretty soon and get that good diagonal.
Opposite code bishops hold some decent drawing chances for black, but this is one that
this is a bad version. Yeah, this is one that Hikaru needs to milk.
Yeah,
like
he needs to milk
Queen
it and get the
B3,
W.
B5. One of the nice things about this is his pawn is still on E3, so black will not really be able to establish any sort of good diagonal himself.
And the reason Eric is highlighting that often in these obstacle bishops, if the pawn is not on E3, you have F2 as a weakness that the dark square bishop can target on. So that's actually a really instructive point there. And now white can just build up Eric A4, B5,
B4, yeah,
even B5 right away now. Magnus is going to play active defense. We've already seen him successfully defend worse positions, and he's not just going to sit there and let white grind it out. So what happens on...
he can...
he's going to play B5 and then hope for a trade, and maybe the B7 pawn becomes a weakness for the rest of the game.
You can... So I think he's going to trade off a pair of rooks, maybe not both pairs. So rook takes D1. Okay, queen takes. He's going to keep that B5 option, but I'm surprised he hasn't played G3 yet. I'm not sure what he's waiting for.
Well, here comes... Now if G3 is played, you'll have to deal with H4.
I'm probably going to play G3 anyways, because H4 is going to be played no matter what. No, he's just allowing... Okay, that's his other alternative if he doesn't want to touch the kingside pawns is always plan on maybe his king escaping via,
F1,
E2, and not making any weaknesses for black. B5. What are you waiting for?
B5, yeah. What are you waiting for? There you go. I love it. He's going to take C6 and gang up on that weak C pawn. Maybe even play B6 if the B7 pawn can eventually...
B6 if you're very ambitious. Yeah, I guess the one issue is black has rook E7.
Exactly, and B6 commits both your pawns to dark squares, which is a a long-term risk there.
So we talk about the end games. This is one. Hikaru's got to push, got to extract the maximum, which is what Magnus tends to do. But his majority is not being felt. And
Right.
so I'm not too optimistic right now.
That white can win, right?
Yes. Usually you manage to play F4, E4, E5 or something and get this 4-on-3 moving. Right now he's trying to do it without any commitment, and
He's got commitment
We'll see.
issues.
yeah, don't we all?
I tried to set you up for that one.
Bishop E2.
He's coming into
he wants
C4
bishop on
and then
C4.
rook
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rook
so
B7
rook.
in some positions now.
Well, rook B7, queen E5, G3, then
yeah, you're right.
EH4.
I like this queen and bishop battery. That could be, and he goes for it anyway.
Hikaru took a long time to play H3, and Magnus got pretty much everything he wanted.
And the issue is if you play G3, the rook comes to F6 now, and there's even threats like rook takes F2. There's all kinds of really dangerous stuff happening on the dark square.
Right, that's a good point. G3, this queen E5 allows rook F6, so the rook doesn't get kicked off of C6. You don't want to always worry about that pawn. Rook F6 is a great square. So bishop E6, queen H2, check, king F1, queen H1. If they go into that endgame,
I think this is kind of what Hikaru is going to have to do. Then he'll back up this bishop to safety, but I don't think black is in any danger of losing this position with the king so exposed on E2. Yeah, Hikaru was...
Magnus up 30 seconds here. It's really building up. Hikaru must be frustrated.
Yeah, he was visibly frustrated there a moment ago, and now he's going to have to head into that endgame we just talked about, and should probably just end up being a draw.
C5 pawn is weak. If it's all on the same side, it's very hard.
Yeah, he's just going to... That's basically a draw for right there.
Yeah, bishop A5.
And then bishop to B3. We're going to have a big trade.
White's king can, protect this pawn, but black will probably, yeah, I don't... just the opposite bishop endgame.
Yeah.
No passed pawns.
No way to win this.
And Hikaru offers a draw because now he's facing the clock.
Yep. Got to give himself more opportunities to come.